So hey Play the Gamers, it's Xiant again, and welcome back to Central. So I'm making this video sooner than usual, just because it takes some pressure off of Boop and to get some more multiplayer footage out there for you guys. Now, the first thing I want to say about this gameplay is that it is not as good as it could be. I could have gotten easily 60 or 70 kills this match, but things conspired to screw me. You'll see later in this game that it starts going well, and then it starts going badly. It starts going well again, starts going badly. And so I wanted to talk today, I think I've talked about this on my own channel, but I want to talk today about potential, and seeing potential in yourself, but not being able to reach that potential. And this gameplay is example of that. I know that I can get I should have gotten 3 sets of dogs this game. But on the first 2 occasions, the game and the mechanics and just my own stupidity conspired to make sure that I did not get my dogs. I eventually do get 1 set, but I wasn't satisfied because I'm using the MSMC, it's diamond, I'm trying really hard, I'm going full sweaty mode, but I can't get my damn dogs. So a lot of you who play zombies or who play multiplayer or who even play other games but are sub to PTG because you're awesome like that, you know that you have a certain potential. You know you are capable of certain things. So if you're playing zombies, you know that you can probably get to around 50 or 75 or 100, and you know you can do it, and you've done it before, and that's how you know you can do it. But there are just some days where the potential isn't there. But then there are some days where for whatever reason, you just cannot get there. You get to round 30, you get to round 40, and it's going great, and then something goes wrong. Either you make a mistake, or a zombie spawns where he wasn't actually supposed to, and you know that he wasn't supposed to. One of your teammates decides to do something silly. If you're going solo, for some reason your aim is off. For whatever reason, you lose jugs, you have Who's Who, or you have Afterlife mode, whatever it is, and then suddenly it all just goes downhill and the game is over. You were going for that record, you were going for that high round, and boom, it's just over. Or you're playing multiplayer and the guy is just camping in the exact wrong corner, you are gonna get your dogs, something's gonna happen, and then nothing. Just, he kills you, you're off your streak, and suddenly the entire game is shot. And your frustration is warranted, and not only is it warranted, it's bigger than it would have been otherwise, because you know you had it. It was there. You could have reached out and grabbed it had it been in the real world. But things just didn't go that way. And suddenly here you are with a VSAT and an escort drone like I have here, and you're looking, you are a tag away from dogs, a tag away from a stealth chopper, whatever your highest kill streak you can get is. And so the question I want to pose is not so much why do we get frustrated, why do we know we have this potential, but why do we even go for these big things over and over and over again, when we know for a fact that it's going to frustrate us? First of all, the potential is why we go for it, because we know we can do it, and so we try. Getting a UAV hunter-killer and counter-UAV, anyone can do that, given the right circumstances. That's something a scrub can do with a target finder LMG or a Remington or one of the easy mechanics. So we know we can do it, so we want to keep doing it. But more importantly, we do it because it's a challenge, and I brought this up in my last commentary, that these things, while we know we can do them, are hard. Getting a swarm in Black Ops 2, especially in a game like TDM or 6v6 kill confirmed, it's not as easy as going on with a full party in ground war and saying, hey, can you hold the tag so that I can grab them so that I can get my swarm? You know, that's the sort of thing that makes getting a swarm a little easier. But when you're running solo like I am, and all the gameplays I've brought to you, it's not as easy. And so we like the challenge, we like the ability to go out and say, okay, I did this and it works. And at least I do it, because I don't always go for the big streaks. If I'm going for gameplays, then yeah, I'll put on VSAT, escort drone, dogs, swarm, lodestar. If I really want something, then yeah, I'll put on the big streaks. But it's not something I do regularly, simply because it's stressful for me, because I've always thought that the big streaks, while rewarding to achieve, are incredibly frustrating to get because of that potential. Because when you don't get the streak, you are so frustrated. When your teammates are grabbing your tags instead of you, it is so frustrating because you know you are this close to getting the streak. And so I don't want that much stress because I don't play Call of Duty to be stressed out. I play it because for me, at least the multiplayer, is something of a mind turn-off. I can sort of turn off my brain and just sort of run around, killing the occasional enemy, maybe looking around the map, doing some hippity hops every now and again. But all told, I'm not really going for anything huge. I'm not going to impress anybody with my Call of Duty gameplay. That's not why I play the game. But if I want to go for something, a personal accomplishment, then yeah, I'll put on the big streaks. Because I know I have the potential to get there. But the difficult thing about knowing your potential is that you put pressure on yourself, and usually it's undue pressure. And that pressure causes you to act differently than you would when you're trying to just play casually. And so the mistakes you make are not mistakes you would have made otherwise. They are mistakes you made because of the expectation you have of yourself. For example, earlier in this gameplay, you saw me run towards a tag that was near flaming barrels. And in my head, before I saw the barrels, all I saw was the tag. And that's all it was. I had tunnel vision for the tag because I knew that was my set of dogs. But then I saw the flaming barrels and I thought to myself, Xiant, you are a moron. You should have seen those barrels. They're flaming right in front of your face. Why couldn't you just go ahead and take the extra second, let them blow up, and then go for the tag? And it's because I wanted the tag. I didn't care about the consequences. All I wanted was the kill streak. And if you're playing zombies or another competitive multiplayer game and you see your objective, it's right in front of you. The trap is right there. All you have to do is pay the 1,000 credits and it's yours. But then a zombie pops out of nowhere that at any other moment in that session, you would have seen. It would have been clear as day to you. But because you're focused on the trap, and on all those zombie kills, and maybe even that round 50's transition, well, you know, you didn't see him. And suddenly he slapped you that one extra time that you didn't need to be slapped. And well, your run that took you 2.5 hours is over. Now, if you're like me, you're stubborn and you want to jump right back in and you want to go for it again. You want to spend another 3 hours trying to get to level 50. You spend 3 hours trying to get that one gameplay. But it's just not there because your morale is gone. You're frustrated that you couldn't achieve what you know you are perfectly capable of doing. And most of all, you are angry with yourself for not seeing it. For it was so obvious. Why didn't I see those flaming barrels? Why didn't I see that one damn zombie? Why didn't I see that one corner I didn't look in? Why? And you start asking yourself these questions and it works you into a tizzy, and suddenly you just can't do anything right. Your aim is off. You can't even do a proper kiting of a zombie. You can't even shoot straight because you're so angry with yourself. But you keep trying. And that's the curious thing. We know we get angry. We know we fail sometimes. We know we put this pressure on ourselves, but we keep trying. For some strange and masochistic reason, we keep playing Call of Duty, even as we get absolutely infuriated with ourselves for our failings. We keep going. And it all comes back to that potential. We know we can do it. We've done it before, and so we keep playing because we want the reward achieving that potential brings us. Because that's what Call of Duty really has, is we can see what we can do, and it holds it out like a carrot in front of a horse. He can't quite reach it, and we can't quite get to it, but by God, if we aren't able to do it once in a while, and God, if it isn't satisfying when we get it done. So now that I'm running out of time, I want to ask you guys, what is your one moment where things were going your way, and then snap, things just collapsed? What is that one most frustrating moment for you? I'm going to ask you now to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys later.
Thank you for watching a Play the Game video. If you would like to see more of our content, please subscribe to the channel up here. And if you would like to very much like the video, that would be fantastic. If you would also like to visit our forums, visit PlaytheGame.co. And if you would also like to see our news site, then please go to PlaytheGameNews.com. Thank you. Goodbye.